Hi again. I know that when people talk about Twitter, there's a whole bunch of business owners that just go, "Ugh," because they don't really understand how it works or how it can benefit them. And the thing is, Twitter can be an amazing tool for your business, but I know that it can be a little bit overwhelming. So in this video, I'm just going to share the basics and break it down for you so that you understand just how it can help your business and what you need to do to get it working for you. So Twitter is a social media network that was actually built on the basis of sharing text length messages, which is why the format is all about very short posts or tweets of 140 characters. Now, because those posts are so short in terms of the limitation on the characters that you can type in, then people are really creative in what they share. So you'll find a lot of people maybe sharing videos, sharing images, or sharing links back to a web page where there is more information to be found. Twitter is a very fast moving platform, so once you are on there and once you are seeing tweets or posts from a number of people, you will find that your newsfeed or your timeline goes by very quickly. It refreshes very quickly. And that means that when you post something on Twitter, it's going to disappear quite quickly for the people who are following you as well. That means more than any other social media platform, you need to be posting regularly and consistently on there so that you remain relevant and noticed and seen by your audience. That doesn't mean to say, of course, that you're just going to post stuff, any old stuff and filler to keep you top of mind. We still want to be seeing quality things being shared there. But on Twitter, more than any other platform as well, you can easily share content that's been created by somebody else. So you could share a blog, for example, that somebody's written, an article on a website. You could share a video that someone's posted on YouTube. And not only can you share a link back to that content, it's very often that people will retweet or actually share other people's tweets with their followers, their networks as well. And that, of course, is a compliment to the person who originally tweeted or shared that content in the first place. So although Twitter is a fast-moving platform and might need you to create more content than for any other platform because you need to post more often, you can post other people's stuff as long as it's going to be relevant to your followers, and preferably add a comment in as to why you think it is valuable or what people will get from it, why they should watch or listen or read the content, or your opinion on it. So by all means share other people's content, but do add your own stamp on it as well. Well, that's all very well, Julie. You've dived into what sort of content we should be sharing on Twitter, but you haven't actually talked about how we build up an audience. Of course, having an audience on Twitter is one of the most important things. And suffice to say that if you've only got 3 people following you on Twitter, then you're not probably going to see that success that you hoped you would, because your tweets aren't going to be seen by very many people unless those 3 people happen to have massive networks themselves and they share your content on with their networks. So we need to be building up relevant followers on Twitter. And to do that, really, it's about going out there and following people yourself, because say 3 or 4 out of 10 times when you follow somebody, they will generally follow you back. So go and find the right people for you and follow them. How do we do that? Twitter's got a brilliant search function. It's got a little magnifying glass icon right at the top, both on desktop and on mobile. So type in some keywords that you think would be appropriate for the right kind of people for you, or even some names of people if you know them already. Find their profiles, start following them. Or think about who the people that you would love to interact with, think about who they would already be following. Type their names into Twitter, and then when their account comes up, you'll see that you can actually see who they are following and who their followers are. click on the followers tab, and all of a sudden you'll have a massive list of all these people that are following that influencer or that networker. And you can go and find great people for you to follow and interact with using this strategy. In fact, if you start researching people and look at who they follow and who follows them, you can probably easily find actually all the people that you need to build your own network. So start following people. Even better than that, actually start interacting with them. If you go and research someone's profile and think, oh yeah, this would be a great person for me to follow, I'd love for them to follow me back. Well, why don't you actually tweet at them? And by that I mean write a tweet and share their Twitter handle, their Twitter name in the tweet. And that way they will see that tweet. When they go into their notifications, they'll see that a tweet has been addressed to them and they'll be likely to respond to it, just like an email except in public. So you can start to have a conversation with that person as well as just adding them to your following list and hoping they follow you and hoping that they see some of your content. Go that one step further and actually have conversations with people. Honestly, in terms of your social media as a whole, but in terms of Twitter specifically, this will move your business and your presence on leaps and bounds. Actually use Twitter to have conversations and not just spew out content and hope that people will see you, hope that they will follow you, hope that they might come and investigate your website. Actually be proactive. I have to say that is one of the best strategies that I can recommend for Twitter. Think about the people that you would love to interact with, whether it is people who might be eventually your customers or clients, whether it's people who could potentially open the door for you to a whole new group of potential customers or clients, whether it's people that you would love to have a joint venture or a partnership with, whether it's just people that you really respect in your sector and you would love to get to know a little bit more. Start having real conversations with people. The Twitter world is changing and there are loads and loads of people going off Twitter and they're saying, oh, it doesn't work for me. Oh, it's changed. And you know why they're saying it's changed? It's because that strategy of just spraying everybody with content and hoping that some of it sticks and hoping that some people come and investigate your website and maybe make an inquiry, that strategy isn't working anymore because Twitter's very noisy, because people are bored of that strategy, because people are wise to it, because people actually want real interaction. So the best strategy for Twitter these days is actually, yes, grow your audience, of course, because you want to grow your online branding, you want people to know that you exist, and of course that strategy of actually sharing content and having it seen by people, well, you get the amazing magic happening when your content gets shared by your network. You never know who sees it then. But the real power of Twitter is in searching for the right people for you and then striking up a conversation with them on Twitter. If you find it difficult to keep tabs of the right people for you and actually what they're tweeting out so that you can respond to them, then put them into lists. Just underneath your little thumbnail photo, both on desktop and mobile, if you click that, you will find the opportunity to create a Twitter list. And if you create a Twitter list of all the people that you would really, really like to keep tabs on, you will end up in that list just seeing tweets from those people. So you can very easily respond to what those people are tweeting out. Respond to them, join in conversations, share their content. That way you'll get noticed in a very human way, not in a way where you're being pushy and spammy and just sharing sales messages, but in a way where you're actually having real conversations with real people. I can't recommend it highly enough. Keep sharing your own content there as well. It's great to share other people's content, but make sure you are sharing your own content as well. Otherwise, if someone happens to flick through your Twitter profile and all they see is, say, blogs that you've shared from somebody else, or YouTube videos that you've shared from somebody else, or somebody else's opinions all the time, how are they going to know what you stand for and what you can actually offer and why you as a business or a person are interesting to the world? So make sure you share your own opinion and your own stuff as well as other people's on Twitter. And look out for what's trending at the moment, because if what is trending is relevant to you and your business, and you join in that conversation, you share that hashtag in your tweets as well, that's a great way to get your name out to a much, much wider audience that you would probably never reach otherwise. And also keep tabs on any local Twitter chats that are going on for you. If the local area is something that is relevant to you, or keep an eye on Twitter chats that are going on subjects that are relevant to your sector or your business, and join in those. Look for the right hashtag, join in with tweets including that hashtag, and the hashtag is just a label. And again, you can start networking online with just the right people for you. And finally, talking of hashtags, keep an eye out for hashtag journo request, because journalists use this to actually find information and data for their stories. And by responding to some of these real requests, okay, some people are spammers, but by responding to some of these real requests, I've been placed in a magazine. So I've been part of a magazine article and actually got paid for it, which is really nice. I've had a full page spread in The Guardian and The Observer, and I've appeared in a couple of The Guardian Online's featured events as well. And that's all come from just responding to a simple hashtag on Twitter. So have real conversations with real people. Share content regularly and consistently, and include your own content in that. Build up your audience by following the right people for you, and keep an eye out for trending and journo hashtags. And in a nutshell, that's how to get Twitter working for you and your business. If you would love any more details on this, you've got any questions, or you'd like a helping hand, then just respond to this and let me know. I'll be only too happy to help. But until the next video, I'm going to sign off now, so it's bye for now.